All right, you guys. So let's get into this. And as always, make sure you guys follow us on Kick, on our Ticket TV Kick, man. We're trying to get up to 200 subscribers over there so we can go ahead and start doing our live streaming over there as well. So make sure you guys do that. All the links going to be in the comment section as usual. We always say this in every one of our segments, as well as following us on X. If you guys want to support the channel, we'll read your donations live. Um, Cash App is down there at the bottom of the screen. But let's get right into this, man. Salute to everybody. Like, share, subscribe. Steve Harvey, he's out here now, and Steve Harvey is out here warning against Diddy's path. Says sins uh cost you more than you want to pay. So basically, this article is, let's get right to this, man. Um, these damn commercials doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You can't even look at a website no more without having a million commercials pop up out of nowhere, man. It's crazy. It says during a candid conversation with Chris Fade on his podcast, Steve Harvey reflected on Diddy's criminal case and used it as a start warning. Use it as a start warning about the dangers of unchecked power, right? Of unchecked power uh, in the absence of moral boundaries. Now it says Steve Harvey, who has built a global empire while maintaining strict personal boundaries, drew a direct line between Diddy's downfall and his refusal to practice restraint. Now, the conversation centered on how success and wealth can create a false sense of invincibility. As Steve Harvey explained that Diddy's trajectory wasn't inevitable, it was a choice. He was old enough to really get it together, but he didn't, Steve Harvey said. Harvey emphasized that having money and power doesn't require abandoning decency. He says you have to practice acts of kindness. You've got to be a gentleman through it all, he says. I'm not saying dudes aren't going to have more than one chick. Okay, cool, I got that. But you don't have to be abusive with it and abrasive with it. The turning point in Harvey's analysis came when discussing the infamous 2016 hallway video that resurfaced in 2024. In that footage, Diddy was shown kicking his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, as she lay on the floor, a moment that became central to his prosecution. It says when that video came out, the one in the hotel room, you're sitting there, he says, and you're going, wait a minute, hold on, man, what are you doing? Steve Harvey said. Uh, Harvey broke down the severity of what the video revealed. He says, for you to be a public figure, wrap a towel around yourself, and run down a public hallway, not knowing who's at the elevator, it would have been other people at the elevator. It could have been other people at the elevator, he says, but you go around there and there's no one at the elevator, and that's your reaction to this girl. So now that's what we caught on tape. So now you're not a good person, Steve Harvey basically stated. The implications were clear to Harvey. The thing about sin is sin costs you more than you want to pay, and it makes you stay longer than you want to stay. And that's what he's in now. Diddy's case represents a cautionary tale that Harvey has internalized throughout his own career. In October 2025, Diddy was sentenced to 50 months in prison after being convicted on 2 counts of transportation for prostitution. The conviction came after a high-profile trial that revealed allegations of running sex trafficking operations with victims, including his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, and an anonymous woman known as Jane Doe, who testified during the trial. The charges stemmed from the Mann Act, a federal law enacted in 1910 to combat human trafficking and sexual exploitation. Prosecutors argued that Diddy orchestrated free calls, prolonged sexual encounters, where victims were coerced to participate while Diddy watched and sometimes recorded. Diddy was acquitted of the most serious charge of racketeering conspiracy, which could have resulted in a life sentence, as well as 2 sex trafficking charges. Harvey contrasted his own approach to success with Diddy's trajectory. He said, I got some money, but bro, I take this money home. This ain't got time to spread it all over Dubai, Harvey said, emphasizing his choice to prioritize family and maintain boundaries. For Harvey, the lesson is universal. If you don't do that, man, you got to go to prison, he said bluntly. The legendary comedian and host said he doesn't attend Hollywood parties. He goes home to his wife. He maintains strict boundaries with his children and family. I try to erase as much trick stuff out of my life as I can, Steve Harvey explained. My wife don't have to look at me or don't have to look for me. He says, I'm her husband. She don't have to look for me. Now, a lot of people have had a lot of things to say over the years about Steve Harvey, his wife, this, that, and the third. Everybody knows this. I mean, this ain't no secret. A lot of people have had things to say about Steve Harvey and his wifey. So this is just one of those things where, now, you know, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. All right. So Steve, he just, like I said before, man, I agree with him on the beating and stuff like that. Like Diddy shouldn't be doing that, man. You know, I've said this on my channel. Listen, I've taken a lot of heat for going off on that, man. I'm serious about that, man. Like, man should keep their hands to themselves. Women should keep their hands to themselves. But what Diddy did though, man. And then when you hear about all the people over the years, you understand, that's close to that situation, that have experienced certain things, man, it's hard as a man to just sit out here and act like, everybody lying. Now, is some people lying? Yes, we've said this 1,000 times on this channel. Some of these people are lying, and some of them are cap. They full of shit. But are all of them lying? That's a real question I think we have to ask. Is all of these people out here just lying? I don't see it like that. I don't see it as everybody just out here telling a tale, man. I don't believe that. I believe that Diddy is full of shit. I believe that he messed up very badly. I believe that he's, the man got damn near 100 lawsuits against him. So let's just say out of 100 lawsuits, half of them are true. Think about that right now. And then think about all the lawsuits that never made it to court. All the times he may have settled outside of court we never known about. Come on, man. Like, this ain't no good person to be, jumping over no hill for. And this is the reason why I've been so hard on this cat, because it have been so many, even his closest people have talked about, people who've been the closest to him have talked about what type of individual he really is. So when Steve Harvey speak out against that, a lot of people got criticism about Steve Harvey, this and the third, but you can't really argue with him talking about beating on the women, bro. Like I said before, man, you know what I'm saying? Shit just ain't condonable, man. You know what I mean? It's just not. But you guys, y'all definitely gotta let me know what y'all feeling on this. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. Because again, man, it's out here. A lot of people, won't say what Steve Harvey just said. A lot of them in the celebrity industry are afraid to like stand on business against that, right? So they just be quiet and sit in the cut. Why? Because a lot of them beating on their chicks too, and like I said, a lot of these chicks beating on these dudes. So you got very toxic style relationships going on that's destroying the community. All right. So yeah, most definitely, this is the type of cap that's going on out here, man. It's a sad thing, to be very honest with you. To be very honest with you, it's extremely sad situation. But you guys know how this thing goes, man. Hey, man, people gonna do what they do, man. It's a cold game. It's a cold world. Hey, we always appreciate the support, and if you guys want to do so, you can use the Cash App or PayPal links. They'll be in the description box below this video or pinned at the top of the comments. The top donators will be announced every month. All right, you guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all cop the merch, and make sure that you get the weight loss formula. The links to that will be in the description box below this video. Check out our next video coming up right now.